to bring us as we're off in Week 9. This is taken just shy of the 10. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23.
At their own 23-yard
line. And the way you ducking Lions. He said whenever you're ready an hour ago. Sound like a duck to me. Force win. Force win Lions.
And an early how do you do right there as they're going to bury him in the backfield. It'll go as a loss of 3 right away, and it's 2nd down.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for. One of the best.
Just put it up beside the.
They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
Okay.
So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the first down run goes backwards. Stopped at the 24-yard line after a gain of 5.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
5-yard pickup on the play. And it's 3rd down.
An early tough test on the opening drive. This is 3rd and 8. Back to throw. Watkins. And this is going to be incomplete.
Some applause for the defense there. They forced him to throw that one into coverage, and just like that, they're staring at a 4th down. Well done.
On 4th down, out is the punter Cameron Johnston to boot it away. The speedster Dante Pettis back deep to return. This is taken at the 18. That's going to go in the books as a 55-yard punt.
Do we want to run this game?
Titan football.
Get my nigga Hines some tutties.
After a gain of 2 out to the 27.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
Imagine being 4-3 in the NFC, son.
Good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8.
Oh, damn. Oh, shit. I got to put A.J. Brown back in.
They go play action now. Jackson. And complete to Zach Ertz. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. It's a pickup of 17 and a first down.
10 at the 44-yard line.
So I really got the glitchiest unis in the history of the NFL. The Oilers uniforms.
Off the play fake. Here's Jackson. Looking long for Thomas. That's caught.
Look at Gunslinger, son. Deep post on a rope.
Thomas with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Titans have taken a first quarter lead. Well, you've got to like that start on both sides of the football. You force the 3 and out, and then you score on your first drive.
Well, I know someone who doesn't like that start.
Well, yeah, the other side.
Yeah, they don't like that at all, right? what you just described, that's team football. All right, when you get a 3 and out, you're supposed to take advantage of it on the offensive side of the ball. You said, thank you very much for getting us the rock. Let's put it in the end zone, and they did exactly that.
So Ashton Davis might be the best, like, user in the history of my CFM life, son.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of.
Look, he about to try some Labbins, and
First drive, things already looking better here. 1st and 10.
2-4-5.
They'll run on 1st down.
Labbin ain't going well.
It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a
After one play, we might be done Labbin.
Picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
rush coming, and he's taken down.
Yeah, that's definitely what I need to be in to get these niggas sacks, son.
Look out, because that's exactly what it was being shouted by the offensive lineman to his quarterback.
Nigga nanoed.
No chance to block him.
An extra defensive back out there for the Titans now here for 3rd down. From the gun, Watkins. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 38. What a start defensively. Your offense goes out, gets the touchdown, and then you get the interception. Just perfect.
How about the discipline that they showed on defense? Because after the offense scored to go up 7-zip, you would think they might be a little extra aggressive.
You can't try Dequoy.
Instead, they read their keys.
You can't try Dequoy.
When they took the shot downfield, they were more than prepared for that one.
The Titans offense set to begin.
Do not try Dequoy.
It's only November, but the playoffs, we know how it works. They'll be here before you know it. If it ended today, they would be the #1 seed.
And that's a great spot to be in, but I love the phrase, if it ended today. And I guarantee you,
Son, if Ertz had 85 speed, he might be the glitchiest player in the league, because
so they got to continue to play the type of ball that put them in the spot where they're #1 in their conference.
I can only imagine how good Ertz is if this nigga is such a problem with 82 speed.
Down to the 35. Call it a gain of 14 for the 2nd play in a row. He's obviously a bit of a shorter running back. Sometimes when he goes up the middle like that, he gets lost in there and then he pops out for 10, 20 yards.
I actually asked NFL linebackers if that was true. Do you actually lose sight of some of the smaller running backs? And all of them confirmed that that can be a problem. Think of it this way. 2 of the top running backs in NFL history, Emmitt Smith, Barry Sanders, both 5'10".
And he takes this just a few yards shy of the
You said
red
what?
zone before going out. Back-to-back nice plays, 12 yards that time. and a
You already be
first down.
checking down every play, son.
1st down. 1st and 10 at the 23-yard line.
From the gun, Jackson. The pass
I know.
Hines with it.
It's very clear from watching you play.
The marker, 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. They'll give him 8 on the
There's only one way to get one, cuz.
2nd down.
Lab up some dots. Pick a formation. That's very effective at sending 5 out, and also very effective at blocking up if you got a edge threat on the field.
Jackson from the shotgun. Caught by the tight end Ertz. And able to get him down, but he does.
He's got a couple of crosser routes. Stock. A couple of, I say just 1 or 2 plays that's got routes that a nigga say, damn, I gotta use her that shit, or he gonna eat off of that all game. And then you start throwing a couple other routes out there. Nigga. You trips. Bunch. You trips. Bunch.
Jackson will throw again.
Mm-hmm.
And they're going to get to him. A sack. Sack back at the
That's on me.
9-yard
Why am I
line.
running? I gotta run.
Timmy Jernigan with a sack.
Well, that was point counterpoint, wasn't it? They decided
I
to
fucked
throw
up my
for it
pocket
on
right there.
first and goal. Instead, the defense counters with pressure, and the defense wins, getting a big sack.
Now from the 9, here's second and goal.
Ain't no way he about to use. He about to this nigga. He about to 2-4-5 me in front of my friends. Ew, Hines is trash.
Quickly in the backfield, down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. It's a loss of 4. Now third down.
Niggas really just be asking Madden to run in any zone blitz they see to try to confuse me, son. That should be wild. Sometimes I do, yeah. I'll be real honest with you. Ask Madden. Every play, I might guess wrong pre-snap, but I mean, that's probably the best way to stop a nigga that's actually good at making reads. If you sit in the same defense all game, I'm just going.
From the end zone, third and goal.
I'm gonna cook something.
From the gun, it's Jackson. Now the pressure
Right there, that
and he
nigga.
goes down just inside the 20 and the
Nickel
19.
dog 3.
Third and goal, they decided to throw.
I've never heard of that shit.
Play defensively, couldn't find anyone open, left him nowhere to go with the football, had to absorb the sack.
Matt Gay now gets ready for the
I might
field
just
goal
put Naeem
try.
Hines at
This
wide
from
receiver
36 yards
and
out.
run my regular offense.
And Gay knocks this one through. And the lead moves to 10 zip. So the drive stalls out inside the 15-yard
Trap out
line.
that bad, though.
And I've talked with enough players nowadays, and when they have these types of kicks, that no one says to their guy, hey, that's just like making an extra point, piece of cake. Because the extra point is not a piece of cake anymore. But kicking a field goal from that distance, just give him confidence and let him knock it through.
At their own 29-yard line.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. They find themselves down 10-0 early after the interception on their opening drive led to a field goal.
So now they've got to pick up the mantle a little bit. You mentioned the team's down 10. They've helped contribute to that. How are they going to get their team back into this ball game? Run the offense that you think is going to be effective and execute it at a high level.
They'll roll him out right. And they're not able to hook up there. Incomplete.
This defense has been very disruptive early on as they force another one to go awry.
Seems to be the front and the back end. Pass rush, they've been able to get home, and they're taking the ball away in coverage as well.
I love how you put it together. The front and back working in sync, only way to play good defense.
Here's second and 10 now from the 29. To throw again, Watkins. And his throw is incomplete. He was trying to find his tight end, Josh Oliver.
Chap out that bad, dog.
Well, so far in this drive, they've done some good work. They force incompletions on first and second down, bring up third and 10. That brings up the big question. Do they bring pressure or do they play coverage on this down?
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a third and 10. Looking to throw. Watkins. And he'll let this one go deep for Chubb.
Stop trying to qua.
Intercepted. Picked off here the 29. Second interception for him now here in this first half. And you got to think he's a rookie, Charles. How much does confidence start to become a factor?
I think that's a great question because that's what they're going to check on when he gets to the sidelines. The coach is going to check on it. His teammates are going to check on it because when you haven't done it before, it's not something that's part of you.
Dial up a
You
dot.
gotta see how you're going to react. Let's see how he bounces back.
Yeah, because 2 interceptions for him in college and a half. I mean, that just didn't happen. He'll get this one complete. That's A.J. Brown.
This nigga literally running whatever I'm running, son.
First down completion.
A gain of 9 brings up 2nd and 1 at the 38-yard line.
That last catch
I was in big nickel. That nigga started in big nickel. Then I went to 245 to lab some shit up. This nigga joined the 245, son.
Operating from the gun, Jackson. Over the middle here to Brown. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. Give him 14 on that one and a first down.
As a passer,
Trying to get sacks.
an open window to throw the ball downfield. How about this one? Right in the middle of the field, right in the heart of a defense.
Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. Here's Hines. And they'll get this just to the 47. 1-yard gain.
No doubt about it. A really nice
Who,
job
me?
there by the defense. Not
I'm in
allowing him to
Patriots,
get to the
bitch.
perimeter.
Oh, defense, I'm in Miami, bitch.
Defensive ends, your outside linebackers, the
Yeah.
guys that you pay big money to sack the quarterback. They also have to
Definitely
have
in Miami.
running
Brian
game.
Flores.
They did a nice job there of holding the point of attack and not giving ground.
On 2nd and 9, Jackson. And he finds his tight end. It's Ertz. And he'll wind up
Who's standing
picking
up?
about 4, as that is going to bring us to the 2-minute warning.
Well, maybe because of the defense you're running out of there.
The 2-minute mark of the first half, 10-0 our score. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
Give him a couple on the run as it brings up a 4th down.
A 2-yard gain. It's 4th down.
They're going on 4th down. It's Jackson. Jaguar pressure and a Jaguar sack. The Titans trying.
Nigga really got me in the box.
Fail on 4th down.
Well, not a box, but niggas is wide open. But even with Gunslinger, he ain't throwing it fast enough.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back?
I want to screen because I had plenty of time.
This is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, you had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership.
And I can't run 245 versus this, or this nigga just run the house on him.
Back to throw. Watkins. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. T.J. Green with a pick.
TJ.
Green. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. Now remember, this is the #1 defense in the National Football League.
And remember, this is the #1 defense in the National Football League.
Not just stopping the run, not just getting after the quarterback, but the ball's in the air. They treat it like
With no abilities. But we got Byard, my bad. We got one ability.
Extra point by Gay is up and good. And that makes our score 17-0. So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. Fields this way up at the 17. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25.
At their own 24-yard line.
Excuse me. Excuse me again.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. It was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You can never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score.
They didn't let Byard jump.
And It's incomplete. Boy, he doesn't drop many like that one. Second down.
Well, I guess that answers the question whether or not they want him throwing it again right away after throwing the pick six on the previous drive.
Yeah, not something conservative or underneath. Pretty big shot right there.
Got him right back in the saddle and said, go ahead and sling it, big guy.
From the 24, they'll go again on 2nd and 10. Off play action. Watkins. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Off the play fake. Watkins. And he'll let this one go deep for Chark. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
Has to be a little bit of frustration there. Back-to-back incompletions. Receivers blanketed on both attempts. This time on 3rd down.
Here's Cameron Johnston now as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. He steps into this one, and this is a rocket. Here comes Pettis on the return. 62 yards on the punt that time. Wow. And the Titans will be backed up deep to begin the drive as they take over 1st and 10. Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. And last time they were very fortunate, this offense. They went for it on 4th, turned it over in their own territory, but the other guys held up. They didn't give up any points.
So how about the guy with the #1 headset on the sidelines, the head coach? That was planned going into it, not necessarily to not get the 1st down or to have the defense have to hold up.
But he trusted his defense.
Trusted his defense very much, and I think that's how he's going to play this game. Go for it. Be aggressive because I've got the wild bunch backing me up over here on my own sideline.
Now we'll see what his offense can do. And he's able to get up here to the 26. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a 1st down. This is Hines. That one good for 10 yards. And that'll make it 2nd and a foot or so. Now the Titans will use their 3rd and final timeout as the stoppage will come with 23 seconds to go till halftime. Play action. Now Jackson. Pass incomplete, but the flag in the backfield, and this might be a roughing call. Well, they'll get the yardage, but they hate to see him take that hit.
You're always trying to cool off a big-time guy throwing the ball, but you have to know when to back off, pull up, and not hit him. There's the penalty.
So the face mask, quite a blessing there as they'll start out of harm's way with a 1st and 10. From midfield now, here's Jackson. Pressure, and he's going to be taken down. They sack him back right around the 44. They come up on 2nd and long, and the pass protection just has not been there this afternoon. So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
Josh Lambo to kick off for Jacksonville.
The Titans hold the lead, and they'll get the football first as the 3rd quarter gets underway. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. They built a good first-half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the 2nd half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the 2nd half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. They stay on the ground. Again, it's Hines. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage.
taken down.
No gain on the play that time, and they'll look to convert on what will be a 3rd and 4.
Now 3rd and 4.
Throwing is Jackson. And he took the contact as he was throwing it, and the ball drops incomplete.
Putting pressure on the guy throwing the football is always good, but when you can couple that with contact on him that leads to an incompletion, as we just saw there, that's winning football.
Well, the offense failed earlier on the previous crack at this, but they're going again on 4th down. They'll indeed go for it with Jackson. Open man is Pettis. It's complete. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. He was held without a catch in the first half, but he's got one here, and he also picks up a 1st down. That's complete to his receiver, Pettis. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. Another 1st down as he went right back to the same well, this time for 17 yards. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. 12 more yards there and another 1st down.
We don't talk about it very often, but sometimes there's a dip in intensity when you start the second half, which can manifest itself in some sloppy tackling. And how about right there? He ran right through that weak tackle attempt.
Jackson on 1st down. That's complete to Hines out of the backfield. And into the end zone for a Tennessee touchdown. Naeem Hines, his 14th touchdown now on the year. And the Titans find a way to stretch their lead. Getting your back involved, what's the importance there in the passing game?
Well, oftentimes you can create mismatches because who's going to cover, and you get him into space, which is where he likes to operate with the ball in his hands. Oftentimes makes people miss, gets that run after the catch, and off he goes.
And into the end zone. Now after the touchdown, here's Gonzalez on to kick it away. A short kick taken at the 18. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27.
1st and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. These guys had to punt last time. It has not been a very fruitful game offensively thus far. They haven't even made a trip to the red zone.
And I know that everyone's going crazy on that sideline because that drives you berserk to come off the field, not really move the ball well. As you said, not even get to the red zone, let alone, not even put points on the board. They've got to just take a deep breath, relax, try and figure out what is working, and call more of that.
Second 10 coming up here in Nashville. 3rd quarter action. Throwing again. Watkins. And connecting here with DJ Shark. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. That one a gain of 20 and a 1st down. Looking to throw. Watkins. And he completes it to Westbrook. Yeah, he will go out right near the 35-yard line. Another big hitter there. This one good for 18.
But one of the ways that quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
On 1st and 10, Watkins. That one complete. He finds Shark. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down.
A gain of 4. It's now 2nd and 6 at the 31-yard line.
From the gun, Watkins looking for his running back, and he's got it. He'll be dropped at the 25 after a gain of 6.
Caught that look from you there, partner. I think we're on the same page on that one. Just his first catch. I think we both thought he'd be a little more active in the passing game. Let's see if that's the start of them trying to get the ball to him a little bit more here in the second half.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. Operating from the gun, Watkins. This is Johnson. He's got it. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Jacksonville. 25 yards for the touchdown. And the Jaguars make some inroads here on that deficit. So the Jags will keep the offense out there as they'll decide to go for 2. From the gun, Watkins. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Christian Fulton.
Well, as most teams do in their two-point attempt, they pass the ball. Instead, it gets intercepted. And remember, if you pick it off, you got a chance to take it all the way back, get 2 points yourself, right?
Yeah, not the case there, but that's why you got to be really careful with those throws, especially to the outside. And Lambeau now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
25-yard line.
Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. And now you've got the clock winding down here in the third quarter. Your 3 scores to the good. What's your approach on this drive?
Too early to fully commit to playing the clock game. Yet at the same time, you're also not going pell-mell like you would in 2-minute offense. This is what NFL offenses call 4-minute football. Take the clock out of the game a little bit, wind it down, but at the same time, keep advancing the ball down the field.
On 2nd and 7. Jackson, and he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. He was looking that time for Dante Pettis, and it's third down.
There is something to a game plan with trying to keep a defense honest. With a guy with that type of speed, you do so. Send him deep, try to throw some air under it, and hope you connect downfield. On that play, they run successful.
They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down. Jackson. They'll find Hines out of the backfield. And he's got this almost to the 40 before going out. An 11-yard pickup for the Titans and a first down.
And while we may be looking at the scoreboard, this offense certainly is not, because they're showing no signs of backing down, even with a 3-score lead here in the third quarter. I think they keep taking their shots. They've seen blown leads happen throughout this league. They don't want to fall victim to it themselves.
Throwing now, Jackson on first down. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
And that's one of those plays where it's hard to keep 2 eyes on the football when you know the contact's coming, let alone getting 2 hands around it, hugging it to your body, and absorbing the hit, even for those big tight ends who you would think could absorb that contact.
2nd and 10. Here's Jackson again. Ortez at left side. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Jaguars' 35. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
1st and 10 at the 30.
So in Jacksonville territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 35-yard line. He's going to fire one deep open. And this is caught. And he will score. Touchdown, Titans. Dante Pettis, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Titans are able to extend their lead. Gay is on for the point after. And they open the lead up now to 25 points.
Makes the score Titans 31. Jaguars 6. Zane Gonzalez.
Now after the touchdown, here's Gonzalez on to kick it away. A short kick taken at the 18. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line.
1st and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And here we are almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still has not really found any kind of rhythm.
Put it mildly, because they're not even over 100 yards yet. And in today's NFL, where it's a pass-first league, that is quite surprising. Not many teams patient enough to stick with the run. Everybody wants to advance the ball through the air. They've got to get their timing back.
Back now in Nashville. A lot of happy faces in the crowd at this point as their guys have a big lead here to start quarter number 4. Had the completed pass, but for no gain, stopped right at the line, so it's 2nd and 10. Operating from the gun, Watkins. Oliver, the tight end, making the catch. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
It's a gain of 4, and it's 3rd down.
From the gun, Watkins. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Ashton Davis. And he's going to take this one back to the 37-yard line. Boy, you just kind of feel for him right now. 4 interceptions, and you can almost see through his face mask. There's a lot going on in between the ears.
There certainly is, and probably way too much, because now he's probably doubting himself a little bit, wondering what adjustments he has to make. But here's what he needs to do. Get through this game. Go to the press conference, meet it head on, and show your teammates you're ready to shoulder what happened today, and you'll be ready for the next game.
And if he can do that as a rookie, that's a great sign of maturity. After the interception, here's Jackson. Throw left side complete. That's Hines. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. Give him 16 yards there, a Tennessee 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 21.
Now it's Jackson. And this is caught at the 8. And into the end zone for a Tennessee touchdown. Zach Ertz with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the interception by the Titans D leads to a touchdown. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead.
Titans 38, Jaguars 6.
Now after the touchdown, here's Gonzalez on to kick it away. Pulls it in at the 13. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can...
And the Titan defense steps up here, and down he goes.
That right now, that's a defeated team out there. I think you can see it totally in their body language.
Hands on hips, heads low. It's just been a struggle from the start.
Yeah, this team has been thoroughly beaten right from the word go.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Watkins. And that'll be incomplete. Watkins took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down.
As his old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out hot. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
The Jaguars on 3rd down. They've had their troubles, just 1 for 6. This will be a tough 3rd and 18. Operating from the gun, Watkins. And that is incomplete.
That's an excellent job right there on third down. Like any defense, you never want to let them get anything started, and that would have been a first down. Instead, you saw the contact on time, no penalty, and before this drive could get wings, it's fourth down.
On is the punter, Johnston, now as he sends this one away. And this will be touched by a member of the kicking team inside the 20, and it's at the 17-yard line.
At their own 17-yard line.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And Charles, we are in the midst of a very one-sided affair. I think this is where you and I have to fill a little bit. You want to regale us with old stories of your childhood in New Paltz, New York?
I don't think anyone wants to hear that, but this is a perfect time for us to start listing MVP candidates, right? The best teams we've seen so far this year, the best games that we've called thus far, how we anticipate the season unfolding. We can go in so many different directions because the game certainly not taking us there.
Oh, I hear the remotes clicking off right now. On 1st and 10, it's Jackson looking left side, and he's got a man. It's Hines. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. First down, Titans, gain of 12.
When you have someone throwing it that well, that confidently, you don't have to call the game in fear at all, do you? You just go ahead and play.
Yep, confidence with a lead to throw it here in the 4th, and boom, he's on the money.
Yeah, you don't have to tuck your head in and go like turtle at this point. You can just go ahead and play.
Here we go, D. Hey, it's just me and you. It's just me and you.
Play action. It's Jackson. Gets this to a standout receiver, Thomas. Touchdown, Titans. Michael Thomas. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And this offense is running away with this one. They seemingly just continue to score at will. And as great as it's been for the offense, you got to feel for that defense down there.
I love how you use the word will, because both teams came into the game with the will to win. But one team has obviously imposed its will on the other and broken them. Because what we're seeing right now, wow, that's a defense that's in tatters after what they faced in this ball game.
Jaguars take over 1st and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
Kennedy, send me an edge threat. What you need?
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive.
I got you.
Scoreboard certainly needing to avoid what happened on the last drive, punting the football.
Sense of urgency has to take over for them here.
And now here is
So I don't know what he just ran, but he had a nigga on the other side of the field super naked. The left side was super naked. Oh my God, yes. I don't know what route coming. I got to go back and look at this, man.
What does this do to the psyche of a young quarterback?
But based on the fact that he's still out there and he threw a 5th interception, I'm wondering if his head coach believes that
Nigga was open by 40 yards. There's nobody over there. Oh no. I didn't audible anybody, son. That's what I'm saying. I don't know. Whatever he did worked, but this is what happened. This is why I say you got to make niggas that don't. Yeah, that he just threw.
They'll throw on 1st down with Jackson. Flushed out right. And seeing no options, he just tosses
Yeah, make passers pass because you can leave niggas wide the fuck open. And if they're not used to making these reads because they just freestyling, they'll do shit like that.
Because you know they're going to stack the line of scrimmage and try and stop any type of a running play. Short little passes may work in exchange of running plays. Keep the clock moving, keep them moving.
I guess you're right. If they can get some first downs.
Wait, we low-key getting bagged. Oh, that was man coverage. No wonder. We was in man beaters. He been running so much zone, we ain't even running our man beater combos no more.
Against a very mobile quarterback, but all day long they've kept him under wraps. And on that play, they held him to a short gain.
I low-key don't think I got the ball to AJ any this game.
Off the play fake. Here's Jackson.
Look at Gunslinger, son. Look at Gunslinger, son. You can see it late, and it don't matter. Just scan the field. Have faith in your route combos.
Yeah, it's almost a runaway, isn't it? And you just wonder how anyone can stop this. They got full momentum going, full confidence going, but it's not just their own confidence that is leading them. It's the lack of confidence against their opponents now because they see them coming and think, we've got no shot to beat this team.
I low-key had to throw one away, so I think I got 5 touchdowns, 5 incompletions.
Taken from about the 12 and taken down just past the 20 at about the 21.
This nigga juking with the tight end. He deserved to fumble that, son.
21-yard line.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And
How many minute quarters you playing?
Interceptions, so this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play calling because a one-play drive where you throw an interception.
He did hit you back, or he still hasn't hit you back?
Next time out, run the football. Don't give him a chance. Maybe play action. I think maybe you go play action, show your quarterback, get a little confidence in it, and let him fling another one.
Second down and 12 at the 19-yard line. So it's Jaguar football here as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. To throw on second down, Watkins. And my
Cruikshank!
Another interception. Picked up by Dane Cruikshank. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown.
See, I get a lot of these interceptions, son, where the nigga literally was about to hit the quarterback, so he got to under pressure throw straight to a defender. But I'd rather get the sack, son, than a pick six.
But by being able to adjust to anything they tried to throw at him and beating them to the punch each and every time, this was a defense that was well prepared.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six, and now the kick is away. Taken from about the 12. And the tackle going to be made right there.
Sometimes it's like that, son.
At their own 25-yard line.
Dead tired. You don't rest enough on the bench. And your stamina isn't high right now, is it? Yeah.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. They've lost this one. Their offense has struggled. Do they try to put together something here at the end just to take into next week?
Oh, they made me run to the right, son, instead of right to the route. That was a perfect bait, son. That was a master bait.
And the coach called a running play.
No homo.
Pretty much said to everyone, I want to see something executed well before we get out of here. And that was the message to the team.
That was a master bait.
Just something to build on, get it done, and maybe we can look at that and say, we'll get better as we go forward.
He threw at the quad.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. Jacksonville first down on a pickup of 17.
First down, Jacksonville.
Get up. I didn't pick it up. This nigga, he gotta be sending out the hell route combos, son. He really got his hands on that, son.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration of body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
Film study. I'm literally just watching his high routes. I'm literally just watching his high routes. He got a touchdown off it too. Oh my god. I manned up the tight end and he threw that and it still did get intercepted. And not only didn't it get intercepted, 2 streaks and a flag route. I guarded the flag to the corner and he threw one of the streaks that was manned up, and then the other streak caught it because all 5 niggas jumped for the pick and didn't get it. Oh my God. What a game, Madden. What a game. Michael Thomas activated though, so I'm definitely about to throw some double me streaks.
Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. And this team continues to stake its claim as Super Bowl favorites. They are now eyeing an 8th straight win as they begin this drive here in the fourth quarter. Looking long for Thomas.
Get off Michael Thomas, son. Get off Michael Thomas, son. It's double me. If he lit up, you got to double him.
So if you're going to play this team in the future, your mission is clear. You better be ready to play and match their firepower.
Extra point by Gay is up and good, and that will extend this big lead.
It's definitely Michael Thomas's best game as a Titan.
A fairly short kick from
But having AJ be an X factor now, it's like, who do you the game plan to stop? You know. R.I.P. to Corey Davis, who had to be sacrificed for this to happen, and Derrick Henry.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. This is just an exercise in futility. Do you even bother running a play here offensively?
I wouldn't, because now is not going to erase what's happened during the game. So after it's over, you're going to go to the film, find out where the game was really lost. But this is not a situation now where you're going to make up for anything.
We'll see what they do here. Throwing on first down. Watkins. And now here is
one more tutty to the house.
Picked up by Dane Cruikshank. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. Defensively, they've had their way in this one. That pick six makes that scoreboard even more lopsided.
He tried to throw to the end of the buzzer, son. Go to the city. Yep. No, it's a little container at the top of Rookieville where you can buy like basic ass T-shirts and shit. But yeah, you gotta make it out of Rookieville before you can go to the NBA store, swags, and all that shit.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that
7 takeaways, 0 giveaways.
They're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
We got a couple of tough games coming up. We got Texans and Bills, but you know, if we get through that, we gotta feel good about our chances. Running the table.
They continue to cruise through this first half of the schedule as they move to 8-0 now on the campaign.
What's that?
And they'll get to stay put for a few days as
500 yards and 7 touchdowns for Tyree.
Meanwhile, for Jacksonville, they drop back to 500 now at 4 up and 4 down.
Oh, I gotta hold on. I gotta look at this touchdown this nigga threw, saying. Oh, of course, it's a fluke play, so they glitch out the replay so you can't watch it.